Welcome one and all to another episode of Clash of Clans, Frankenfoot's Crappy Clash of Clans, whatever. Here I am, I'm under the weather, I'm sick. I'm sorry if I hack up a lung during this and you guys can't understand me. I'll do my best to speak audibly for the purpose of record retention. So, I have done so many GoBo LaLoons, I kind of got sick of them, we'll say. And I just wanted some diversity. And this was a good base to use some diversity. If you wanted to queen walk on this base, you notice you've got some exposed air defenses that you can easily pop off over the wall if you're doing a queen walk. And so instead of, 2 golems, you'd have 4 healers. And instead of bowlers in the clan castle, you would have a hound. But other than that, it's not that different of a strategy. So let's watch the replay. And then we'll go over it in detail. So the first thing you'll see is the queen coming out from the north. Oh no, baby dragon coming out first, actually. And then here comes the queen popping things, healer behind her. Her placement was very precise to try to get her to walk in the right direction. I'll explain everything that went into that decision-making process based off my numerous doings of the queen walks in my Clash of Clans career and having her go in the wrong direction many times. Anyway, so she's clearing up stuff. Pretty soon you're going to see the king come down here, who's mostly just tanking. Oh, after the clan castle troops are dealt with, obviously. The king's going to come down over here, who's mostly going to tank to let some wall breakers in. Which is nice having the king back, because before I'd have to figure out how to do that with the giant, and I wouldn't get nearly as much out of it, and I'd be wasting troop space and all that. But opening that compartment allows the queen to walk in and take out that air defense. And then you're going to see the LaLoon portion of this raid come up. And unfortunately, looking at the air sweepers, there's just no, unless you walk the queen in this direction, in which case she wouldn't take out the enemy queen, there's no good way to get the air sweeper, so you're just going to have to contend with those with a lot of haste spells. But anyway, that last air D goes down. As soon as it goes down, you can start the LaLoon portion with the proper pathing, so you see balloons coming down, and hounds in front of them. Haste spells to push them along. Hopefully get them to that air defense. Say I have one rage that I'm going to use in the middle of the base to try to help them get through all these defenses and Teslas and all that. And then one final haste to try to get them to that last air defense as they're fighting that air sweeper. And I think, unfortunately, the last hound does pop, and you've still got an expo up and an archer tower. But you've got enough pepper left in those balloons, and you've still got the queen with healers on her. So the base can get wiped out. It's really just a matter of making sure you have enough kill squad left, or enough troops left for cleanup. So I've got 2 balloons in the tank, and I'm going to drop them far apart to try to get the rest of the base cleaned up, and that's it. So let's break down the important steps here. So first off, the queen walk. It's tempting to say have the queen walk around this direction and knock out both of these air defenses, but the problem with that is she's going to engage the king if she goes over here, which is less than ideal. And there's also a Tesla farm right around here. So if she walks in this direction, she's going to be contending with an expo, this archer tower potentially, the king, and 2 Teslas. And that is too much for a queen walk. I don't know that you can rage past that. That's going to be really tough to deal with. So we elected not to go that route, and instead we're going to go walk in this direction. Oh, plus this is also a very long way to walk, and you've got 2 storages here, so you're just going to burn up. You're going to eat a lot of the clock trying to take out that much of the base with the queen walk. And the storages take a long time, and they're not very high value targets to knock out with your queen. So instead we're going to have her walk in this direction. So how on earth are we going to get her to walk in this direction? Well, so this gold storage is placed just well enough that if you drop the queen over here, she's going to pop out this guy, Then she's going to worry about these things, and eventually when she steps into the range of the queen, that she'll have to take out the queen. But what's good about this is she can stand here and take out this gold mine. If this gold mine were back one more space, she could not reach it standing here. She would walk around here to grab it. And that would have spelled certain doom. So all I had to do was drop a baby dragon exactly right here, let him take that out, and then eventually he'll start working on that. He started working on the gold storage, but he didn't quite get through it because, you know, there's an ARD right there. But if I drop the queen here, she's going to pop out this building, and she can pop out the cannon and this gold storage while standing here. And there's plenty of stuff she can reach in this little corner here. So she's probably going to take out this mortar, this air defense, the queen platform, and this wizard tower, which is very nice to take out if you're going to do a LaLoon. And it will take her a little bit of time to walk in range of this expo. She'll eventually get there. But this cannon should be gone. If I'm lucky, this archer tower will be gone, but I'm not counting on it. So she will have the expo and the queen on her potentially at the same time, and she might get the clan castle troops. I actually wasn't planning on her doing that here, but she stepped right up to the wall and pulled them. So, anyway. So because of where this gold storage is, she's going to take out buildings in that order, and then she's going to walk in this direction, provided that these two buildings or these buildings are gone to help prevent her from walking the other direction. So I want to knock out, if I do a LaLoon walk, I'm going to at least knock out 2 air defenses and the queen. That's what I look for. And so how are we going to do that? Well, this air defense will be gone, and then as she walks in this direction, you have got a archer tower here and these cannons, which are not bad for your LaLoon. But what you can do is drop the king precisely on this side of one of these gold storages, and he will tank for all of these defenses. And that's everything that can get your wall breakers. This should be gone, but that's out of range of it. Expos are out of range of this side of the wall. So, and the queen might knock that out. So what I'm going to do is drop the king here, and that's going to tank for these things and this potentially. And I'm going to let wall breakers come in after this cannon, open up the wall there. And with these gone and with the wall open, the queen will eventually walk into this compartment here, where she will have this expo on her. She's not going to have this one on here because I don't believe there's anything to bring her to walk back in this direction, because 2 expos on her is pretty rough. So when she gets in there and she gets established, I'm probably going to drop a rage to A, help her get through that elixir storage, and B, keep her up as she takes out that air defense. And then as soon as that air defense is gone, it's a simple LaLoon portion. Drop some loons, about 2 per defense. That's what I do. Some people do 3, but I don't know, they got more balloons than I do somehow. I don't know how that works. They don't have the kill squad that I have, is how that works. But anyway, and then hounds coming in, 1 from this direction, 1 from this direction. Haste to get the balloons moving in and to take out that ARD. Now the one weakness in this attack strategy is the fact that you've got these air sweepers here that are going to cause trouble for your balloons. This one, you can take this one out fairly quickly once you start your your final third hound coming out. Yeah, so after this guy's pretty much gone, you'll see me drop more balloons and then a hound coming in for this ARD. So this one's easy enough to take care of, but this one's going to be trouble. And I don't want to drop the hound and the balloons in from this direction because that's a heck of a long way to go. Probably better to drop them from over here. Even if they are fighting that ARD, I can get a haste and push them through it. And then I'll save a few balloons and minions for cleanup. You have got troll builders huts, 1, 2, 3, and a little flag. All right, USA. I thought there might be a Tesla down there, but there's not. That's just a little flag. No troll, anything down there. So minions for each of those builder huts, and we'll watch it unfold. So first thing you'll see is the baby dragon come out. I've learned to do the baby dragon in the funnel first, lest your queen starts knocking out things that the baby dragon was supposed to. So the queen comes out, and time is usually a big factor for these raids, so it's better to get going sooner rather than later. At 15 seconds left over, so I got it done, but not a whole lot of time. So, watch the queen. She took out this building. She's getting low in health, so I'm going to go ahead and drop a rage, because she's going to be engaging the queen soon. Took out that archer tower, now she's engaging the queen. Builder, gold storage is gone. Mortar's going next, and then she's going to walk in take out that wizard tower. And so now, because she could reach that, you see how that plus the baby dragon has cleared out all the buildings over here. The next closest buildings for her are over in this direction. So that's how you know where she's going to walk. Again, if that gold storage were recessed one more space, this would have ended in disaster. Well, she would have walked in the wrong direction. So I go ahead and drop a poison spell here. I'm not saving that for the LaLoons because a Valk comes out, and Valk plus Queen Walk can be pretty bad. So she's definitely established the direction she's going to walk, so I'll go ahead and drop the king and the wall breakers, and they do what they do. And that was executed. They did exactly what they're supposed to do for once. And then Queen comes in, starts working on these buildings, and at some point in time I go ahead and drop a rage. I was a little hesitant on it because, you don't want to waste your spells, but yeah, got to get things moving, got to keep her up. And got to be cognizant of time as well as everything else. So now that air defense is gone, so you're going to see balloons come out, 2 per defense. Hound 1. I always drop the CC max level Hound first. And I do that because I want him to pop more than all the others because he's got more pops. And so for cleanup and for other things, I like for that one. If anyone's going to not pop, I want that one to be the last one to not pop. Anyway, so the balloons go in, they wreck the stuff. You see the next Hound comes out and he absorbs like 4 air bombs or something insane. So, yeah, there you go. So he didn't quite make it to that air D, but the other 2 lava hounds did. And unfortunately, even though the max hound was the first one that I dropped, he is the last one to pop, and at least he does pop. He almost didn't pop, but I guess that hopefully that Expo would have helped him pop. So the Queen's still up. She's helping with cleanup over here. This base is pretty much done. You just got to wait for the balloons to take care of that. Whatever you call that thing, Expo, and then the Archer Tower, and I went ahead and dropped the minions on the builder huts, and then you just got to wait for things to clean up, saving balloons, dropping them on the far side of the base where there's nothing high power to take those things out, and that's it. So there you go. You don't have to go GoBo LaLoon every single time. You can do other things too, but anyway, Frankenfoot out.